Good morning. This is Holly with Holly's Joys. And before we get started, let me just remind you to go to my channel at Holly's Joys on YouTube and subscribe and follow and do all the things, push all the buttons. And we're going to talk about a scripture from the Holy Bible today. And it is found in Matthew chapter 17. And I'm going to start with verse 20. And there's a lot that has gone on even before this. Like, I would like to talk an hour about this little segment in the Bible. It's pretty incredible stuff, but we're just going to pick up at 20 because, for time's sake. So Jesus said to them, because of your unbelief, for assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. However, this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting. So that last bit we probably really don't even need for the discussion that we're talking about. But he was talking about a certain type of spirit that the disciples were unable to free the little boy from. And they were like, well, how come we couldn't do it? And he's saying this one is by fasting and prayer. So we're going to talk about verse 20. And I'm going to read it one more time, but I'm going to say quote, because I'm not sure that by reading it you can really tell where the red words of Jesus are. So Jesus said to them, and I quote, because of your unbelief, for surely I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. End quote. I mean, that's some powerful words, and they are the red words of Jesus. And I have always read that and thought, what are we really talking about here? Is that a physical mountain? We're talking about a physical mountain. And the other day, I was in my group for family and friends of people who suffer with addiction. And we were talking about our mental attitudes. And I was saying something about I can make a mountain out of a molehill. And it hit me in that moment when I said that, that's what they mean here, or at least that's part of what is meant here. So what do I mean by mountain out of a molehill? So something can happen. Somebody can say something to me and I start chewing on it. I feel like, oh no, that they didn't like what I did. They didn't like what I said. So then I'm chewing on it and I'm making it bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more I chew on it, and by chew on it, I mean, I'm doing the mental, like, rumination. Like, I'm talking to myself about it. I'm thinking about it. I am living my life around that. But inside my mind, I'm on a loop of making this event, whatever the event. Somebody said something to you, somebody didn't say something to you, you did something and you're embarrassed, or you did something and you're ashamed, somebody else did something and you're being judgy, whatever it is. It could be a million and one different things more. So it's not about what you're doing. It's not about what you're talking about internally. As long as it is not uplifting, it is not bringing you peace, joy, and happiness. It is not, that scripture that talks about meditate on these things. Against these things there is no law, and so that all those types of things, and that's what I'm talking about. So something's happened, and I'm chewing on it, and I'm beating myself up, or I'm beating somebody else up mentally. And I'm thinking about it and I'm reliving it 25 different ways, 125 different ways, and I'm dreaming about it. I don't know. Maybe you don't do that. I am better about not doing that. But this scripture still puzzled me. So here's what I think it means. Let's go back to the scripture. Now that we've got our foundation laid here. So it's Matthew 17, verse 20. Because of your unbelief. So when I'm doing that, I am in unbelief, right? Well, actually, I think there is no such thing as unbelief. I'm just putting my belief my belief into something bad, into something I don't want, into something I have already assigned as negative. So I'm believing it's going to be bad. I'm believing it's going to turn out bad. I'm believing this is not good. I'm believing I should be ashamed. So my belief is activated. It's just activated on the negative end of the scale, my opinion. So, for assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. Have you seen a mustard seed? It's like a fleck of pepper. I mean, they are very, very tiny. So all of us have a very, very tiny amount of positive faith, faith in goodness, faith in good things, faith that it will turn out for your highest good, for my highest good. That's one thing I've been trying to implement into my life, is saying, okay, that isn't how I would have liked it to go, but it's going to turn out for my highest good. So I'm planting my little tiny mustard seed of faith, and I'm going to watch it grow, and I'm going to believe that it's going to grow, and that mountain will be moved. So what I think the mountain is those times when we take something small, some small event, and we just keep making it bigger, almost in a mental histrionic sort of way, where we just cannot, for the life of us, let it go. But you can let it go. I am 100% sure you've got the faith of a mustard seed, that something good can come of it, something tiny. So you take that tiny little thing. Okay, well, I can see that if this miraculous thing happened, that this would turn around. Start chewing on that little bitty tiny fleck of a good thing that you can find in your situation, and it will grow, and it will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Also, what will happen is the opposite too. That mountain you've made out of the negative will then shrink down, and it'll be gone. It'll move. That mountain will move. I am about 99% that that's what this is talking about, is our mental ability to make something into nothing, something out of nothing, and really beat ourselves up over it, or beat somebody else emotionally over it. And they may not even know you're doing it, but it affects you internally. So anyway, it's affected me internally. I've done this many times, so I'm not being judgmental about it. I am just trying to be the best me I can be today. And I'm excited about this epiphany that I've had about this scripture, because it helps me to be able to muster up my little mustard seed of belief. So anyway, go plant your mustard seed of belief today into something that you desire to happen in your life, and water it, nurture it, and watch it grow. And also, on the opposite end of that, take that mountain that you've created out of something bad and really begin to shrink it down and make it just be gone. Be gone. Mountain be removed. And that's what I desire for myself today and for you. And I really appreciate you being here. Go to YouTube once again, Holly's Joys, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. And you have a great day. Bye.